Inversions of triads in the major mode. This is the first level of our Harmony 2 segment. In the 4-semester course called Musicianship, or Music Theory, many American universities and conservatories introduced the idea of inverted chords about midway through semester 1. We introduced inversions of intervals in the fundamentals videos. Today, we look at inversions of whole triads. Still later, we'll learn about the horizontal or linear dimension, inversions of melodies, in the study of counterpoint, canon, and fugue. Why are inversions important? Well, up to now, we have restricted our exercises to triads, and these only in root position. Even if the voice leading is correct, however, forcing the bass line to only take the roots of chords is inefficient. Proper use of inversions will sound smoother, less awkward. Why? Since a triad is a vertical stack of 3 notes, 3 positions are possible, with each of the 3 tones serving in turn as the bass note of the chord. Now, we are not inventing new harmonies, but simply changing the vertical order of the notes of the same triads. Our 4-voice writing has in the past dealt only with root position triads. We can add Arabic figures to designate the distance or interval from the lowest tone to each upper voice. Inversion simply means restructuring a chord so that its fundamental tone or root is no longer the lowest tone. In other words, the root of the triad moves to an upper voice, allowing its 3rd or 5th to take its place in the bass. The chord is now said to be inverted. The 3 vertical positions of a triad are root or fundamental position, first inversion, also called the 6th chord, or sometimes the 6-3 chord, and second inversion, also called the 6th and 4th chord, or simply 6-4 chord. Notice the Arabic figures and Roman numerals. Now those same 3 triads again, each shown in its 3 inversions. Observe the Arabic and Roman numerals. Do not worry about the unusual doubling. We'll explain that in a moment. First inversion triads place the 3rd of the chord as the lowest note. In 4-part writing, the interval from this new bass tone to the upper notes is either a 6th, a 3rd, or an octave unison. See that figure 6 over the bass note? Second inversion triads put the 5th of the triad in the bass. The intervals from the bass to the upper notes is either a 6th, a 4th, or an octave unison. We figure second inversion triads by stacking the number 6 above the 4, as shown here. These examples show all the triads of the key of C major in all 3 positions. Go ahead, try adding the Arabic figures yourself to each triad. Okay, here are the Arabic figures. Were you right? Remember, the Arabic numerals are simply the distance to the upper tones from the lowest note, the bass. Next, add the Roman numerals below the bass notes. Here are the Roman numerals. We simply determined which tone of each triad is its fundamental tone, or root, which is identical to its scale degree, then label it with the equivalent Roman numeral. Rule. Perhaps you observe in these examples that we often avoid doubling bass notes of first inversion triads. The third of a triad determines whether it is major or minor. Putting the third in the bass makes it very prominent, so no need to make it stand out even more. There are exceptions to the rule. The counterpoint between the voices in either of these examples makes the doubled third an option, and in a chord progression of 2 or more consecutive first inversion triads, it may be necessary to double the third of one or more. How was that for your first taste of inverted triads in the major mode? Remember that everything transposes to all the sharp and flat keys as well. Inversions open up a larger field of possibility to your writing, so be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment to learn more about them, or ask a question. Now, food for thought. Assignment. Transpose the slides of the C major triad's 3 positions to 3 or more different sharp keys and also to 3 or more different flat keys. Use octave shifts when necessary to keep the S, A, T, B voices within their respective ranges, and practice playing them on your piano keyboard as well. Thank you for watching.